A, B, C, 1, 2, 3.
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, yes.
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. A, B. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. We getting it together. We learning this live situation. We'll go ahead and kill that. Oh, I need to straighten that out, huh? Hold on a second.
Jordan shower. This is your speakers. Bitch was singing. Bitch was singing.
All right, family. Please excuse the unprofessionalism. We getting a for this and hang out with us. Check us out. So this is a brand new, I guess, season. We're doing a fresh season of Compton Edition podcast. Just a reminder, Compton Edition podcast is about all things Compton. So good, bad, ugly, whatever is related to the city, whether it be artists, government, business owners showcase. It all. Oh, did the camera go dead?
I think it
Yeah, it did. It did. Okay. So we still running into some
technical stuff. We're gonna work
some
it out.
issues here, but yeah, we're gonna work that out. Um, we live, so we just gonna keep it live.
In these topics, everything Compton, James Taboo Jones, and Jamel Matt Jones in the building. So let's talk about the 12-year-old boy out here, um, before maybe 48 hours. What are your views on the policing and the safety of our future children in the city?
One, I believe it's been getting a lot in the city as far as gang interaction or gang beef, so to speak. I am personally aware that a lot of different gang factions have come together in the last year, on the Bible side and the church side. So that's definitely a plus. That's definitely a step in the right direction, and I think it really translates a reduced amount of violent shootings on these streets. Now that being said, um, Lisa says about the little young man that um, due to a shooting at
I think it was at a
Oleander, but I'm not familiar with the park. She
right.
said something about Oleander Park. I'm not familiar over to Oleander Park.
That's the street name that was
That's what I.
displayed when second. I seen it. I think that's Park Village area, if I'm not mistaken. Inside of that community, I think that's where it took place. Um, we probably had to do a little bit more research to give you a more definitive answer of where the location is.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's probably where. I could be wrong, but it's Compton news and it's a part of it. And I think we should be able to speak on publicly. Cool.
Well, first and foremost, heart prayers and condolences go out to that young man's family.
Definitely a lot of prayer.
At no way in time is a parent supposed to be burying a pre, right? Not relatively healthy, don't got no issues or problems. Um, that's a hard thing. I love my kids, my son, 10, and I couldn't imagine having to even think about coming up with a way to bury my the utmost, deepest prayers and condolences going up to the family and figuring out how they're going to move forward with the next steps.
Absolutely. Sidebar. Also, the young person, Orange County. I just had to mention that I got a 13-year-old that's going to, and so you probably have to be aware of what's going on. You know, the dynamics changes when you get to high school and junior high. So, like James said, prayers go out to that family. Um, hopefully, we can get some justice on this. Maybe at some point, people could see that Compton is not a bad place. It's just the individuals that are here and residing in the city given a bad name. I don't want to highlight nothing negative. I need to highlight that in recent months, the pirate groups have came together, uh, created some kind of peace treaty. Like some bad guys out there still stirring up the streets. Um, unfortunately, the stray bullet hit the kid and he died. So sorry to hear that
Yeah,
situation.
you made a statement about in recent months, and the Pyrus coming together and together, or at the very least, uh, doing a ceasefire, right? I don't want to put too much on call it peace, this, that, and the fourth, but there has been a ceasefire. Recently, there was an event a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, where another young man from the city, due to gun violence, it was gang related, and so I want to send condolences to the family as well. Get deep into it because I'm not aware of street business, and it ain't my place to speak on certain stuff. But what I am doing is just bringing attention to the fact that there is a domino effect. When one dies, others feel like they have to do retaliatory actions, and they respond. So if we could kill it from the beginning, there should never be a response. Never been. So we keep that in mind as we go into these summer months in the city. Let's keep our city safe. Let's respect each other's boundaries and just take a moment and pause before we move. Let's not be so quick to react.
And we have a lot of stuff that's against us in that community as far as things are transpiring against us. We are against ourselves.
Right.
So I told you, you said, make the summer months better than previous years.
Hit the camera and see if the battery dead on them.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it went to sleep or um, just turn it off and turn it on and see if it jump back up. And then look at the battery indicator and see if it didn't pay attention.
This is about a third. It's also 15%.
Hey, live, hold on a second. I'm not sure. Can you pause the live?
No,
all right, you keep on going.
So we at Compton Edition is definitely trying to bring some awareness to some of the things. Excuse me. Some of the things that are transpiring in the city, for politics, for our city council, for our school board, for as the overall health of our communities. I wanted to see if we could put something together for Juneteenth. You know, I know it's coming up real fast, but we should advocate to council to have a, how should I say, inauguration or some kind of celebration where the whole city comes out, you know, concert, maybe at one of the clubs. But it may be a long shot. It may not ever happen. But we have to start creating more blackness. Take away from nobody else. The ESL program that we had or still have, we need a black program to implement some of these things. The Black History Month. These areas need to be highlighted in our community. And hopefully we can get some people that elected officials outside of these areas. But we breathe Compton, we live Compton, we eat Compton. It's a lot that we do to contribute back to the city. And we just need a little help from city council, volunteers, people of the community, whether you if we could build certain situations around, I think it should be yoked. You know, if it's 50, I think it should. I think it would make a difference as far as community relations. You know, people cross backgrounds when it comes to ethnicity, things of that nature. You know, because everybody haven't had the black taco, but everybody has had the Hispanic taco. So it's just.
You said the black taco. You talking about ground beef?
Yeah,
seasoned ground
beef, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce. Then you got the Hispanic taco, mainly cilantro. Yeah, street. So I think those two with food you could.
Wait. So the black taco is pretty much like the Taco Bell taco, but
yes,
with grease.
Yes.
Well, like Taco Pete taco.
Okay.
Shout out to Taco Pete.
I think that's the essential.
Yeah, shout out to Taco Pete.
Yeah, shout out to Taco Pete. I think that's which is the essential taco in the black community because you know we Jay. It wasn't no Taco Tuesday. Tacos was either done
Tacos
Friday
on Friday,
right?
Or Saturday.
Whether you do the nachos,
yeah,
and we wasn't buying the tortilla chips. We were chopping it up,
making fresh tortilla chips. Yeah.
So you know, those were the best. Those kind of flavors and stuff like that. So it's the same thing I'm talking about when it comes to Compton. When it comes to breathing Compton, eating Compton, you know, I see a lot of abandoned lots in Compton. Can we elaborate on that?
But they doing better. Look like they doing better with the abandoned lots. To be honest with you,
Okay.
I see some projects being done. They finally finished the charter school,
which really looks really good. You know, brings to change that old bank building?
I drove up occasionally, and the new Compton High looks amazing.
I
Like
seen that too.
the use of space. Um, the new Compton High looks amazing. It
You
looks
think
amazing.
that's going to roll over to the convenience?
So I think they're going to do rebuild Centennial, and then I do think there are plans to rebuild all three. I mean, high
High school.
schools.
I think it's time. All of the education. Uh, some people have got mixed emotions about but out with the old, when you come with the new, you could get better quality out of the buildings. You know what I mean? When buildings are asbestos, dilapidated and things of that nature, like these kids are going to be able to get.
Compton High was disgusting. Compton High. I remember being able to go swim at Compton High in the summertime, and while Compton High had a lot of amenities like swimming pool, different areas like tennis courts, and Compton High had everything.
Science building,
But it was all old. Like at some point in time, they told me Compton High was a Compton High.
I went up there when I was reminding me of Lean on Me. Lean on Me. How the hallways and shit.
They used to call me.
You know
They
what
used
else
to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman.
You know what else school remind me of that shit? Is over there off Norman. Yeah. That school reminded me of Lean on Me. We went there one year for just a Christmas thing and giving out the baskets and all that shit. We toured for hours.
I went. We used to go for River perform there a couple times with what's up, girl Dominique the from the radio stations.
Yeah.
They were in a play. River was in a play, so we went. Actually, I went a couple times.
They had it there because that's a big auditorium.
That's an old ass
building. The auditorium is pretty huge over there at the high school. I don't know if y'all ever familiar with it. That auditorium it's like a cathedral. If you put it on the level of a cathedral, it's pretty big. It's big as hell. But how do you think the tariffs is going to hurt Compton? Even though we are in a high tax zone area,
so
should I say?
So
does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you look at when you raise tariffs, China don't pay the tariffs. The importer that imports the product from China ends up paying the larger
Is that
tariffs.
The consumer?
Well, he's going to pass it along to the consumer.
So it's the owners, it's the vendors, it's the people that got all of the business that need the goods from China.
So the way it works, you got brokers or people that actually middleman merchandise companies. So you'll place an order, a big order. So you're a merchant business.
So you sell a Christmas shoes.
Say I want to order shoes. Say I want to order shoes. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I design my own shoes and I find a manufacturer in China. I'm getting my shoes at whatever the price may be, whether it's $20, $15. I'm gonna place orders for
100 pair,
100,000,
100,000,
150,000.
So
right?
You get
various sizes. Correct. At 150,000, those shoes should cost you 10, 12 bucks a pair of shoes. So 10, 12 bucks per pair. I mean per pair of shoes. Plus whatever tariffs or taxes. So the tariff was 20% of whatever cost those 150,000 shoes. Now they put an extra 50% on top of the 20%. So now you're paying 70%. So whatever that cost of those 150,000 shoes, you multiply that times 70%. That's what the tariff is. Now, the people that made the shoe don't pay that tariff, right? The people that's bringing the shoe in pay the tariff. the tariff becomes a deterrent for you to buy local, right?
Right.
And so if you buy local, you don't have to worry about that tariff. Yeah, you might cost you a little more per shoe here, but money here, and the tariffs are more of a deterrent to make consumers buy American made.
See, that's the key that I got. I look at it as China was going to be charged. Even I know it's going to be some cost handed down system, but what I got from it is why get the old factories in Pittsburgh, bring Detroit back. That was the car maker of the world. Some of these industrial, economical save the economy or save. So we basically less dependent on.
But look at the major players that are in the game right now. Elon Musk,
Yeah,
Warren Buffett. Um, these people are making their money off technology. They're not making money off manufacturing. So these are the people that you would need to make the investment. There's a whole investment that needs to be made going in and rebuilding manufacturing or refitting older manufacturing facilities. These facilities have not been used. And run down, you might as well damn near start all the way over with state of the art situation. That costs money.
they're already going to phase out humans when it comes to technology and robots. So get the goddamn robots in here and start making TVs and shit. So we're not, like I said, dependent on it.
But I think what the Trump administration, I get where they're going, but they did not set up a system that could support what he's doing right now. So while he's putting money here and there, they just proposed a military parade this year that would cost $70 million. So what are you really saving money for? A military parade? You're gonna do like the Russians and Putin, drive tanks down the street in Washington D.C., show off missiles and shit. That's not what America does. I don't
I
think.
think that number you just threw out there, basically, um, it can be spent elsewhere. We ain't going to talk about homeless because they keep, put that money out there and then everybody gets paid or everybody gets a piece of the pie and then, or, more people out.
Right.
So I don't get it. That type of wasteful spending has always put the government in a world spin. And I think that.
But I mean, that's what Doge was for. That's what Elon Musk was brought in to do, was to cut the fat. They laid off like thousands of people, in to be able to say, okay, we save money. So you're going to justify military parade so you can show the world that you big and bad. That's the waste of money. And why is a parade so expensive? If you already bought the equipment, you already have the equipment. You have to coordinate getting it here. Okay, that's transportation. That's not that much money. You can
It's the military, so
maybe
no
$2 million, $3 million.
Yeah, they don't need police escorts and all that shit. It's the military. But I hear exactly what you're saying. If we built the machines and stuff like that, why waste money like that? And it's already free.
We already got
It's
it.
already been taxed.
We already got it. We already got it. But going into Elon Musk, in recent months, people have been trashing Tesla. And I'm not just talking about trashing their reputation. They have been physically destroying,
Right.
vandalizing the cars.
Absolutely.
Could it be that some of these people were directly related to, or the people that were fired, laid off as a result of Elon Musk, who owned Teslas and basically said, fuck you. Right?
Yeah.
I owe you money for this car. Um, yeah. So I don't know. The Elon Musk thing is a big. It is the Tesla thing. I like the Teslas. I think they're cool. They have grown on me at this point. So uh, it's something that we can look into about. Uh, but I think it becomes a big deal, a really big. Um, looking at Elon Musk, let's look at that. Okay, his cars. What contracts did he approve for himself? Do you believe he was in that type of situation where he had the opportunity to line up tracks for electric vehicles for government or electric vehicles, or maintenance contracts for electric vehicles with the government? That's millions of dollars at the top. You're not worried about nothing. That's coming straight from the top. I know those contracts are in place because my buddy is Donald Trump. If you believe that these people don't move, somebody say, "Oh, that's unethical." It may be, but I wouldn't knock it. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So, yeah, um, Elon Musk and the destruction of the Teslas are just another example of how uh, people are rebelling and going against the grain situations.
And do you think that like that's because they invested so much money in Teslas, and I find it really interesting with the electric cars. I really do.
I mean, you think about it like this: if you are a government employee, you got a good job, so you think, and you go down there and you get fucking Tesla Model 3, or, something better. Um, and you 12 months, 18 months in on this car note or this lease,
Yeah.
and you get fired by the person who you bought the car from. You can feel a little resentment because you can't make the car note down
I would definitely feel
from the
resentment.
person that you bought it from.
It would be definitely some
Yeah,
resentment
yeah,
in
yeah,
that factor.
yeah.
I would definitely.
I wouldn't. Right now, these tree huggers,
Or when they chain themselves up, free piece. Yeah.
Prius driving.
Oh, yeah, them motherfuckers. It's somebody that took over for them.
It's a difference. It's a difference between the Prius drivers and the Tesla drivers.
What you think of that goddamn Cybertruck?
Third shit.
Peel back all that shit that's on it and look futuristic. It's just a weak ass shell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It looked like
I seen it looked like on the flatbed. I was like, damn,
it looked like a cyber turd.
That's
Damn, why am I killing?
a little piece right there. Get a little shaky, and the weight. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I did that rig and put that other shit.
That's what it is. It's that battery. It's that battery got it linked.
Look how big that motherfucker is. We right here in Compton Edition. I'm your co-host, you know what I mean, and we gonna dive right into it. Like I said, we touched the little boy that got killed. That was in the news. we need to. We already discussed at some point about the potholes and some of the infrastructure, because when I ride around in the city, I look at these street signs. Compton and Mayo, you know what I mean? They put a little sign on the pole. Back in the day, it used to be a whole street. You know what I mean? So I don't know where some of this money going. I'm sure it's beyond my scope.
Have them audit the books.
Yeah, it's beyond my scope, but at the same time, it's like, damn, like Compton to be as small as it is, incorporated areas like Rancho Dominguez, shit like that. The little small shit that Compton is it shouldn't be a pie hole in this bitch. I mean, because this is how I look at it. If you can invest in those speed bumps to slow motherfuckers down, doing donuts, and, going dumb in the middle of the intersection, you can buy ass.
Okay, but I'm old now, and I'm tired of hearing that shit at 3 in the morning, motherfuckers doing donuts. When I was young, I'm old. I dunk donuts now. Donuts with coffee in the morning.
They closed Irvindale down. They closed it down. So they could have had.
Okay, take that shit over there on the other side of the 91 in the industrial area. Ain't nobody they ain't gonna mess with you. You doing this shit on Mail and Compton Boulevard. I can hear it. I can hear it. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, on Santa Fe and Compton, they got the that's shit on the laundry. They got Alondra in Atlantic.
So now y'all going at the lights in between the main intersections.
Absolutely, shit. You know when you was young and you was like, "Fuck it, I'm about to burn right."
Listen, when I had the Super Sport, I went and spent 300, 150 each tire in the back because I was going to burn them bitches out tonight. So I get it, but I'm on now. I'm gonna hear shit.
Is it your nerves or it's just the fact you like? That's reckless driving.
I'm a light sleeper, and when my sleep is broken, it's hard for me to go back to sleep.
I think it's part of the culture.
I'm old. I know what it is on mine.
I think it's part of the culture. Because I've seen a lot of videos on Instagram. I'm like, oh, man, they can, not the boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Although
because they did that intersection too. Atlantic and Compton by East Compton Park, and then they did that by the weed spot down there on Atlantic.
I do like this. I do like it. Knocking right out. Every time.
Nobody.
Why they choose? Why they choose?
Because same reason when you have an accident on the motorcycle and the series come off.
I see the nigga, man. He was sagging. He got smacked with the back of the court. Why his whole ass was out, nigga? He got road rash on his ass.
He said, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Ludacris said,
I bet he was trying to smack the back of that car, kid.
I mean, it's always a looky-loo that's always in the way when niggas is racing, niggas is doing donuts. There's always that casualty. You know what I'm saying?
I like to see the one where, look, he ain't paying attention. That nigga trying to film with the selfie, with trying to catch the car in the back. Next thing you know, let him go.
Yeah, look what I can do. But yeah, that's becoming a problem in the city. And I guess the city council has put it on the speed bumps.
It ain't a problem for me. I just don't want to hear it. We'll do that shit on the other side.
They wore out every corner. So that's what you don't understand. They didn't wore out every motherfucker in the city of Compton and these surrounding cities when they come to doing these donuts and shit.
I tried. Where the fuck is the police when you need them?
Fucking a regular nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? I got a tail light out.
I got 7 cars on the nigga off with a tail light. Nigga, don't you hear the motherfuckers burning rubber around the corner? Fucking with me.
They know the little young Thundercats got guns and knives and grenades. Yeah, you gotta go with precaution.
Don't know none of the courageous officers want to be the first one on the scene.
You see what happened to the highway patrol? Remember when the highway patrol tried to roll up on that shit and they got stuff on the car? Yeah, man, windshield get blown out real quick. You put a couple niggas.
These youngsters is disrespectful.
They
disrespectful, my nigga. They're like, you can't get all of us, nigga.
What do you feel about the disrespect in the city of Compton?
I think we winning right now, bro. The mood and the attitude in the city, to me, is cool. Outside of these 2 drivings in the last week, it's been cool. You know what I'm saying? With the entertainers have been doing their little music thing. We got Cowboys. We got it's all types of good stuff actually going on in the city. If you go up and down Compton Boulevard right now, you notice a lot of new private buildings opening up. Okay. So there seems to be a good mood and attitude. It seems like Kendrick Lamar kicked it off last summer, and the
Indeed,
wave has just been going. And
did.
so we gonna ride with it. Everybody in the city. I've noticed. Shout out to Flavors, young lady, I think 14 years old. She has the roll, like the marble ice cream shop.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely.
Right there next to the Boost Mobile on Central and Rosecrans. And so my
Okay.
ex-wife took me on to him, took my son, and ice cream, they do ice cream taco type of situation.
Right. That's right.
So we need to get behind these types of individuals and support them. She's a young lady and she got her own business, and that's the bond. So yeah, I'm gonna go throw my dub over there instead of Baskin Robbins. Not to shoot nothing down with Baskin Robbins, but
To show support to
exactly,
local business.
we gotta big up ours and we gotta support ours, not only with shout outs, but go spend some money with them.
To build a great relationship. When you give a shout out on your Instagram or something, but then you go spend actual dollars and support that business. Just like Big Man on Long Beach, the Ramen King, he got the 3 tacos and fries for $10 on Tuesdays. Y'all get over there and go support that with that pickle, with that mustard on there. You can't handle pastrami without the. He infused it into tacos and pastrami and stuff like that, et cetera. So check that out.
Shout out to Big Man on the Long Beach Boulevard, and the tacos ain't my favorite. My favorite is pastrami egg rolls.
I've seen that egg roll.
Bro,
Like,
the
damn,
pastrami egg
I should
rolls.
have got that. Put it in the tacos.
I'm hungry. I think I
cheap.
might, if he opened it there, I might go down and get like right now. I got some food I brought with me, but egg
How
rolls
much
sound
is
good.
it, man? Is it 5?
It's like 4.
Four,
I
5?
think it's like 4 or something like that with some fries.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
But look, we've done we've talked about damn that motherfucker leaning heavy like Batman. I gotta do something about that.
Sorry.
Straighten that out for me if you can.
Call it a visual effects. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you see that?
There we go. A little more. All right. And now turn that knob on the bottom, tighten it, because that's why. Oh, there you go. We got the production team in effect. D Jamal, nigga, what you know about it?
Yes, sir. D Jamal is in the building.
Wow, there we go. Nigga, I'm on the boat. So look, we talked about batteries heavy. Because it's one. Give me a pause, y'all, because that's my camera.
So we got to fix it. But I'm talking everything Compton. Compton High, politics, education. I just think that we need to, it's a lot of talent that has came from Compton, though. That's what I'm saying. A lot of freaking talent. From Anthony Anderson to Kendrick, to Zeus, Tiny Lister, Reggie Jackson. Not Reggie Jackson. Dennis Johnson. Who used to play for the Celtics, the Dominguez. It's a ton of people that have came out of Compton and that are successful at this point in their career. I am Compton. Kylie Braxton sitting too. So, you see, that's Boo's piece. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
That ain't Money Mike Niece.
I ain't lying.
Money Mook. Money Mook.
That's fact. That's
Money Mook, nigga. Shout out to Money Mook.
You know what I'm saying? And then a couple people have passed away from our neighborhood. We'll send our condolences to them as well. Life is too short, you know what I mean? To make a statement, when we leave this damn forsaken planet, it's all worth it. Not just in vain. That's just gonna put me on a t-shirt. Forget about me. Hopefully, we give out tools and things of that nature so people can take the same tools and then elevate it. Right. I mean, you want a podcast right now, somebody could be doing a video podcast in the next 20 years, off of this same recipe. Right. So appreciate the followers, people that help us.
Right. So we'll be firing up, being a lot more consistent. Excuse me. We'll be getting this together, not only on lives, but actually pre-recorded shows. Like I said, on a lot of businesses, programs, nonprofits, anything Compton. That's what we're here to do, is to showcase that and bring it to the world for the people here in the city, for the people that used to live in Compton and have moved off,
yes,
and still want to be in touch with what's going on. Let us be your content. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification so that anytime we go up, you can go up with us.
All updates on Facebook, Compton Edition. Stay tuned. Keep checking the internet to see what we got going on, and just hang in there because we're gonna be.
Yeah. So we talked about Compton stuff, but we also leave this space open to talk about events, topics.
Things.
Yeah. So, I'm curious, because I don't know, maybe I know, but I've been in this sharing stuff.
Let's talk about it. Do you think that he's being attacked because he's a black man? Because he's at a certain plateau when
I think this is like a onion right now.
Once he did that shit with Cat Williams, it blew the internet off the roof, right?
Yeah, it did.
But COVID situation, I mean, why I can't pay these women? You know what I mean? It must be something. When we regular folks, when we holler at a female, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they ain't about no goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? We gonna fuck, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People gonna smoke weed.
No, when you're looking at this, okay, this dude, right? We're not going nobody for it.
No, that's not where I'm going. I'm just saying.
A lot of times, a lot of these hypocrites, they talking about, oh, he like messing with little white girls and this kind of stuff. If you had the money, bitch, you'd be messing with those too. Now,
I'm probably gonna get a white girl when I get a certain plateau. I don't have one. So right now, I'm telling you right now, girlfriend, a friend, somebody in the
not as a significant nothing.
No, I'm just saying, like, and that's no I'm saying, it's just,
nigga, I ain't fucking with nothing but shit.
Love mama black.
Yeah, nigga, I can't take nothing home to my mama that don't look like her. What the fuck is you talking about?
That nigga took a panini. He took a panini to the house. Wasn't even a bologna sandwich. That nigga took a panini. That nigga said salami, bologna. Nigga said I got some more artisan roll.
Because I believe all women are beautiful. Let me preface that. All women are beautiful. Mexican women are beautiful. Asian women are beautiful.
I do too, man.
There are beautiful white women, but they have a time limit on them. At a certain age, the women.
I'm just telling you right there, brother. I've dated.
But young,
I've dated outside my race.
So I can't. And I ain't gonna say it's weird. I ain't gonna say weird. But listen, At the chart, she was legal though. She was 19, bro.
I know what they do.
Now he's
in the bedroom.
54. He's
I know what
like
they do in the
54,
bedroom.
52, 54.
Yeah. So what? I mean,
Because all them motherfuckers.
at 60 years old, you would not be saying that. If I bring somebody to the
But
family function,
he work out. He was in the NFL. He's in the sports world, so he works out. He's fit. So it's not an issue of him being able to perform. But most motherfuckers got big ass beer guts and motherfucking French fry grease running through their blood veins. He don't. That ain't no. Yeah,
buff ass nigga.
that nigga jumped out the car with the Lululemon bodysuit.
He went viral for that.
That
He went viral for that.
That nigga had the Lululemon bodysuit on.
That nigga went viral. He was mad. I trying that shit. That nigga,
y'all just mad because y'all can't do what I do. I have a contract to pull up like. I got paid. You laughing at me and talking about me for free on the internet, but I got paid.
Did he have a onesie? Fucking Shannon Sharp, you motherfucker. That nigga had a onesie on. Now I'm thinking about that internet situation I was looking at. The nigga had a onesie on, man.
That nigga nipples was strong. What you talking about?
That nigga chain was little. You motherfucker, Shannon Sharp, you. Damn it,
but they say, like I say, we're not talking about the fact that the girl was young. That's legal, bro. You can't judge nobody on what they do. Nowadays people want to, this man, he paid for that, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was another lady that came out who told her story how she was with him,
right.
And he forced me in her mouth and took it from her,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
So
I don't know if it's
Pops used to say if her eye ain't black, her lip ain't busted, and her back ain't dirty, she gave it to him.
I could go on those.
Basically saying if she
still standing like
she didn't want it, she would have fought.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but you can't say that. We're not a woman, neither one of us. So, this nigga big. He looked like a bear, but that's what you like. You like a big old bear ass nigga. And so when a big old bear ass nigga scare you, you're a white woman, whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, when it come to I'm with Dr. Umar when it comes to racial dating and you can date outside your race when it comes time to being serious and getting married. I think you should marry within your race. Here's why. You have all of these rich athletes and entertainers.
Okay.
All of these rich athletes and entertainers they go out of their way to date white to acquire a white woman. That is the fastest way to shovel wealth out of our community. So it's bad enough. It's only a handful of black men that make it to the NFL, NBA, that actually become megastars, making good money in rap or music or entertainment. It's a great percentage of those money that black men that make money go find women outside of your race. When you die, the money that you make in your inheritance and the wealth that you have acquired is not black wealth. It becomes whatever race you married into. So if you marry a white woman and you in the NFL and you make $100 million contract and your goofy ass ride off the side of the road and you die, that $100 million to whatever amount is going back to the white community. She's not going to come to where you from and support a local basketball team or sponsor a local soccer team or sponsor a local football. She's gone. Yeah, she's gone. Vanessa is gone. You feel me? I'm just saying, Vanessa Bryant is gone. Right? So, yeah, it's not to say that a black woman would do that she should empower her community. But I don't expect nobody, a white woman, a Latino woman, an Asian woman, that married a black man, a black successful man, to have any obligation, some kid at Wilson Park, Lotus Park, Gonzalez Park.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? She don't have no obligation and no connection to this community. So that money that she got from her husband, which she married him, and that's what the money is gone now. That's no longer part of the black equation. And so I look at it a little different.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. What you just explained, which is true. We're going on truly facts. And basically, you don't put that seed into the planet for your seeds and your generational wealth to continue, then like he said, it will get passed down to somebody else. I mean, definitely get passed down. So we got to do better. We got to do better. There's nothing wrong with a black woman. Nothing wrong with any other woman, like you said. But to keep that,
it ain't nothing like a black woman. Holy fuck, how much arguing you do, how much sass she gives you.
Do you think that's like
she the mother of the earth. So it's an honor to lay down with her.
Do you think it's more of a situation where a black man said, "I don't want to be with no black woman because she that"? Is that like a cop out?
No, that's the perpetuation of the hate that we all been feeding. So the same hate white people and other people are fed about black people is the same hate that we're fed about ourselves. So in turn, we hate ourselves just as much as other races hate us. So we will, when you got people like the Stephen A. Smiths, little Cow, and in certain situations, he's not going to look at 200, 300 years of systemic racism that has taught us to hate ourselves. We got a lot to come back from. We got a lot to get over. We traumatized with how we've been treated in America.
Yeah.
And some people say, "Oh, it's not racism anymore," and you can pull yourself up. You can if your support system is there. If your mama a dopehead, your daddy a dopehead, the likelihood of you making it out is very fucking slim. So if we think different, I be around people at work. We think different. If you was raised in an environment, healthy environment, mother, father, everybody worked hard and still certain morals and values in you, that's how you live. If you were raised like we were raised, where survival trumps morality, right? I may be willing to steal something where the next person won't, and they'll judge you. Oh, motherfucker, you. Oh, we got different circumstances, right? So where stealing might not be so heinous to me as it is to some people. I've heard dope dealers talk about, "Oh man, this motherfucker a thief." Nigga, you selling dope to people's mamas. What is you talking about?
Yeah,
but you want to judge a thief? You a dope dealer. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We all, and me as a thief, I don't like robbers. I think that's an unsophisticated crime. All you need is a pistol and some balls to run up in that liquor store and get that money.
Yeah.
Where some of the shit that I used to do was a little more sophisticated, you put a little more brain power into it, but you also get more money back.
Yeah. So the risk and the reward, right?
There you go. So risk versus reward.
Yeah. We have covered a couple of topics. Which
no, nigga, we ain't done with Shannon Sharp.
No, I'm not. I know we're not. I know we're not done.
I'm just saying, though.
So do you think he's going to be able to just settle it out?
I want to talk about something different.
Go ahead.
So you got Shannon Sharps and what's his co-host from Nightcap, Cattle Cinco?
Yeah.
All right. So you got two big, black, strong niggas down south, right? Shane Sharp from Georgia. I'm not, I don't know where. Chad Ochocinco. So that's down south too.
He from Miami.
Okay, so the things that he doing, this little young white girl, he was killed in right. So now we move forward because he's older than me. And so I know he remembers a time in Georgia when he was growing up where they would have burned his eyes out for looking at a little white woman, let alone blowing her butthole out.
You said he forgot.
No, he ain't forgot. What he forgot was they're going to always remind you that you still a nigga. No matter how much money you make, no matter how many people you get on stage and dance in front of, he will silence you, sit you down. You getting beside yourself. And I don't think they give a shit about that little white girl.
You're not bigger than the program.
I really don't. White people don't give a fuck about their mamas, their daddies. Oh, they ship them up. They don't give a fuck about no little broad. They give a fuck about you with your bread.
I just think white has schools, black women. So even my little short stint with a white woman was enough.
Yeah,
and I'm not even rich.
Yeah, y'all with that goofy shit. Y'all with that goofy shit.
The Hispanic now, I'm gonna go into a little
goofy shit.
I'm gonna go into a little deeper. At some point in the relationship, call you out your name.
Yeah.
You know, so what do you do when that white woman call you the N-word?
You still a nigga.
Or that Mexican woman call you the N-word? What's gonna be your motherfucking reaction? Yes, we laughing at this shit, but these type of situations really fucking happen.
Yeah, they happen when you cross the line and you decide that that's the truth. You want to trade in attitude and a big booty for docile, throat banging, flatbacks until you decide to holla. Great, Cinderella.
Yeah, I think that has caused. I mean, but we'll shut out of this, on top. But Diddy's on trial too right now. So
listen.
Who else they fucking just said? Somebody else they just.
I'm okay. So who was that? I'm gonna say this, and we can move off. All right. But what I heard in reference to him, okay, dude, not only right, like molesting jawbones.
Molesting jawbones.
Yeah, he molesting jawbones. That's his MO. He like to molest jawbones.
Hey, if you picture that, like, you know what I'm saying? We just said this shit, but if you picture the bitch getting her jawbone molested, this shit is outrageous.
I'm just saying, my man is this is his MO. It ain't just one, right? They both said that's how it started. Was the jawbone molestation. and then it moved to other stuff.
That's actually a charge.
Hey, so he told her as he was blowing the back door out, right?
Yeah.
He told her, I'm getting goosebumps. It feels so good. Something is wrong with this man, bro. You getting goosebumps from raping somebody in the backside? That's the mental situation, right? That's something else is going on there.
Yeah, I think
something else is going on there. It's not about the act at that point. It's about him him exerting his power and authority over somebody else. You get goosebumps from blowing the back out, bro. I don't. You know what? Stay over there with them white women. I don't want you to buy no black daughter, no black
Yeah,
sister.
take somebody, you know what I'm saying?
I don't. You stay over there, bro. I don't want you. I don't want you nowhere near our women. You made up your mind. That's what you like. That's what you want. Stay over there and violate them. Don't violate none of ours. Because see, I'm telling you, black fathers will knock your head off. We don't give a fuck if you got $100 million, nigga. I got a 30-6. I catch your bitch ass coming out of Red Lobster or something and knock your head off your shoulders. So stay over there with them people that will sue you, right? Because I don't want you violating my daughter or none of my homies' daughter or no daughter. To be honest with you, stay over there. You get your mind up. You're brutal, bro. I think I kind of was on the fence about the shit until I heard those statements about him saying he was getting goosebumps from blowing the backside out. But he was taking it. It wasn't that she was giving it to him. He was taking it. That's what he was getting the goosebumps from. Not the act, but the fact that he was great. Well, we want to say great or trade or you know.
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
YouTube guidelines. We're gonna
Absolutely.
just not give him a strike because he's with me today. So
I apologize.
Immediate check.
It's for great.
Yeah. That's why I called it. That's why I
know,
called it a jawbone molestation. We gonna get creative.
It's just our era that
we're not.
That was a real taboo.
Yeah, we're not gonna say tooted and booted. We're gonna say get it from the back.
Okay, we gonna move on before I get a struck.
We don't want to stop. Moving right along.
Yeah,
fancy free.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't stay over there with Skip Bayless and people at ESPN and Disney.
The people that eat clam chowder.
Yeah, the clam chowder eaters. You know what I'm saying?
And Sizzlers.
We eat chicken corn chop. We don't eat no. I don't eat.
You want the salad bar, bitch?
Thank you.
Shout out to Sizzlers, man. You can eat on a budget with a bitch, man. I don't know what you think.
I ain't been Sizzler in 30 years.
Hey, that motherfucking cheese toast, you motherfuckers, you get that right before you eat. Man.
Finding up some bread.
Telling you, stop playing. Look,
Shannon Sharp.
if you can squeeze in,
I don't want you around nobody high school or Kelly ass nigga. You.
Shannon Sharp.
We don't want to get you at McDonald's.
You took her to Sizzler.
Bro, you fucking with.
No, I think you said he's 56 years old, right?
He's 56 now.
Okay, he's 56. Do you think it's because he's trying to relive his youth and having this badass?
I think
he didn't have. Because Shannon Sharp ain't no pretty nigga. Man.
I think.
And I ain't even trying to judge a nigga. I'm just saying he's the blackest nigga next to this goddamn. Look.
Yeah, but Black ain't it. He kind of.
Garganite? What's that shit that be on the castle?
The gargoyle face.
37-year difference.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's Jay. That's like dating a kid.
You 37 when she born, nigga. That's weird.
Yes.
That's weird.
That's it.
Bro.
When she was born in 2008.
That's weird.
We're in 2025, right? So she had to be 2008 or something like that.
No, she 20.
No, you're right. It's
right, 2002.
Yeah.
That's still weird, bro.
It's still weird. Like
your ass born in 1965 type shit.
Did she sue or
yeah, she sold for 50 mil. Did you see? Did you see the Cameron on this little Shannon Sharp situation?
No. They was arguing.
No, Mace hit it on the head. He like.
I know they do a podcast too.
Yeah, nigga, they go. But Mace say she got to handle him. And so they said, oh boy offered her 10 million, and the pimp told her, that's my number. We already discussed that. I heard you on to it. You needed 10 million, mine. You need to put your number on top of that.
She just started negotiating to 10. She ain't getting no more than
No,
10.
no, that's what he offered was Shannon Sharp offered 10 million.
He got that kind of
The pimp said go back to the table. The 10 is mine. Whatever you get on top of the 10 is yours.
Shannon Sharp got that kind of
10 is mine.
Right,
yeah.
He got that kind of
He was willing to give up 10%. He was working on $100 million contract. Here's the thing. Now,
who the podcast or just
for the podcast? He had a $100 million contract for Shay Shay, the Nightcap, and I think something else. But here's the thing: his contract ended with who he was with, right? And so he was negotiating somewhere. So right now he in limbo. He on his own. He fucking with his money. They went at his money.
Up Shannon Sharp because
he wasn't saving up. He was blowing 50,000 on white bitches with no booty. I think it was going up.
I don't feel sorry for niggas that spend $50,000 on a white woman with no ass, and then you don't have no class. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we don't be discreet and respectful.
You wouldn't be discreet and respectful.
Girl, I ain't gonna lie. Old girl was cold though. She needed to eat.
Oh, she was from Delaware?
She from out here. She went.
Hey, she just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
She looked. She's one of the ones who got to like you know how they be pale with the pink around the eyes and the mouth.
That's a little slow though.
Do you got a cold today?
Cold sores. White people always got cold sores.
He was a young freak though. He was a whole freak.
Shit is strong. You better watch out that white bitches be having cold sores. I remember every white teacher I had a cold sore.
If she got a cold sore, his bum got a cold sore.
Is this a pet?
She was doing the
every white teacher I had
the tongue in the bum. I knew who got cold sore.
Said it's out, you better watch it. Yeah, so when somebody see this, they're gonna be saying,
all right, this episode is getting a little wild, but it's all good. Man, I know that's the Volume Podcast Network. I'm pretty sure
that's a network, right? That's
yeah. Advertising. I'm pretty sure that deal is out the window. That deal might be worth. That deal,
a whole $100 million right now.
That deal might be worth
$2 million. When they pulled out, they stopped paying. Did he get 40 of the 100?
Didn't get nothing. Because old girl came out and said she want 50. I won't have that, D. Yeah, I know. I'm hitting you right now. I think I'm recording. Oh, a lie, fool.
That nigga said, is the shit open?
What do you mean? Where's your key? Where's your key?
Hey, you don't have his key.
Yeah. Shout out to Whoopty Records and Whoopty Radio Show. Shout out to the Compton Compton Unity Podcast. This is the Compton Edition Podcast.
Cushion Coffee.
Shout out to Cushion Coffee in the morning on Instagram. Also, man, we pushing over here. We got the NFOM podcast, which I'm trying to get up in the club and a couple other cats.
Front office material.
Yeah, not front office material.
Yes,
the niggas y'all call to get the job done, but you don't go to the banquet and the party though.
Absolutely.
You know what? Let me grab something.
He out there
gargling rubber.
that nigga ignored my phone call last week. I need to bring it out. Props. What's going on with
You selling product.
who's that? Oh, Chinese New Year.
You selling product. So I recently became a published author, and so
Congratulations on that.
if everybody check it out, this is a book that I wrote, Code Bias. So this episode is brought to you by Code Bias. I'm developing the platform Code Bias AI, where we'll be teaching and providing training for low-income individuals to learn AI skills to help them in their business. This book is about code bias and how AI actually has baked in biases and it's racist towards people of color. The book is not necessarily pointing fingers. It identifies the areas, one being facial recognition, others being um, healthcare algorithms, hiring algorithms, and so forth and so on. But the book is a call for Black people to get involved with coding. The only way we're going to make sure that our lived experiences are included in AI is if we become part of the development. We have to be at the table. Check us out. It's available on Amazon right now. Code Bias, What's in the Data by James Jones. Check me out. Support me. Uh, all and everybody that follows it. So this episode is brought to you by Code Bias, What's in the Data, available on Amazon now.
Go get it.
Back to our normal show.
Yeah, I like to see that where we are elevating a product right there that the people could read and get their own information, insight on it, try to apply it or implement it in our lives so that AI don't forget it.
Shout out to Lorenzo with AI from a Black guy, also who introduced this technology to me and actually got me going down. For each other, he just recently built this platform as well, politics.ai. We are pushing AI in 2025. Hey, everybody, we appreciate you.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification so next time we go live or anytime we have any pre-record, upload anything and everything we can to uplift all our city. Love, honor, and respect to all of us. Peace out.
Yes.